when it was time for Real Madrid to give Barcelona the guard of honor, which is respectable. I mean, it's the right way to go. Sportsmanship. The players decided not to. Xabi Alonso called out, he was calling them for them to come and then form the guard of honor for Barcelona. But then what did Kylian Mbappé do? He just told him, yo, you guys, come over. And then they just left. Him and Rodrigo, another one. Okay, guys, before you say anything, it's been a while. It's been about 9 months, but then we're back. We're back for you because we love you. So on this segment on Critique Central Sports, we're going to talk about Real Madrid. You're going to get the best news and live updates right here on this channel. Now, what are we to talk about today? Xabi Alonso and Real Madrid's decision to have a mutual agreement with him to part ways with Real Madrid. I mean, that's what it's going to sound like. It could be one of two ways. It could be that Xabi Alonso actually left, or it could be that Real Madrid didn't want to, have a stain in his whites, quote and unquote. So they had to force his hand to quit. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the real issues here. With how the football module has changed over the past few years, there are sporting directors and then there are club directors who want to oversee the general management of the football club and just leave coaching with the managers, or let's just say coaches. But it doesn't quite work very well, because with this instance with Real Madrid, you cannot have someone like Xabi Alonso just coach them when the players are uncoachable. In his own words, he said, you cannot give players that much authority. If you remember, if you declare just this El Clasico, the Super Copa Final, where Barcelona won 3-2, Barcelona gave Real Madrid a guard of honor to take their runners-up medals. But then when it was time for Real Madrid to give Barcelona the guard of honor, which is respectable. I mean, it's the right way to go. Sportsmanship. The players decided not to. Xabi Alonso called out, he was calling them for them to come and then form the guard of honor for Barcelona. But then what did Kylian Mbappé do? He just told him, yo, you guys, come over. And then they just left. Him and Rodrigo, another one. They just left. And right there, in the presence of the whole world, his authority was challenged. He didn't really have a good start at Real Madrid because as a manager, the best start you could ever have is how you're going to walk into a club, how the players are going to see you, your presence, how much they're going to respect you. But then in his first involvement in the club, that was at the FIFA Club World Cup, his authority was challenged. He didn't want to be there. He didn't want to be the manager of Real Madrid at the FIFA Club World Cup. But then guess what? He had to be there anyway because Papa Perez said, big man, you got to be there. And he was there. His authority was challenged. And when it happens like that, the players are going to see you like you're fickle. You're not really that man. You don't really have the balls to move the club because, I mean, it's Real Madrid. Thierry Henry said it the other time on CBS Sports in the Champions League with Gareth Bale, where he reaffirmed what Gareth Bale said, that Real Madrid is 90% man management, coaching and managing player egos, and 10% tactics on the pitch. So if you cannot keep the players happy, and we'll talk about the players in a bit, because those guys feel like, they're superstars. But that module has worked for Madrid in years past. The current players that they have, they are not superstars. You can take Kylian Mbappé and then Vinicius with one good season, the Ballon d'Or contending season with Jude Bellingham. Other than that, they've not been superstars. To be a superstar, you must be at that peak, that level of consistency for a number of years. You cannot come and show and go. You can't just do it one season or 2 seasons and then ride off of that for the rest of your career. I get it, they're still young, but just for the fact that you have done that does not give you the merit to call yourself or be or pretend like you're an out-and-out superstar. I don't blame them though. It's the institution they're at. It's Real Madrid. They have all the global presence, the sponsorship, the media, the marketing, the image rights, everything works perfectly for them. So they must feel like that. But when it comes to the pitch, I mean, you're not. We can go into it, Real Madrid's starting 11 or even having their bench. They're not so special. They're not so special. There are so many players, their current crop of players, if you take all of them, apart from Courtois or Kylian Mbappé, none of them would walk into a World 11. Not to even think about bench for a World 11 or Europe 11. You understand? So, I mean, they have absolutely no right to pretend as if they are uncoachable. But again, it is the environment that Florentino Perez has created, that culture at Madrid. What is the future for Real Madrid? What's the next step? Because now Alvaro Arbeloa is an interim manager for the rest of the season. If the players couldn't respect Xabi Alonso, a better player, a better manager with a proven track record at Bayer Leverkusen in the German Bundesliga, they couldn't revere him, they couldn't respect him, they couldn't honor him. And they say Alvaro Arbeloa, the only way to Magu. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's just something that we will look at. We'll see how things turn out in Real Madrid, but we'll give you the live updates as and when things happen. So stay tuned. Remember, we're not going anywhere. We're here for you this time around in 2026.